Some of China's biggest banks then rallying on the back of the news, of course, that Ant's IPO was scuppered by the authorities here. What are investors looking at there?
Yeah, that's right, Tom. Well, by imposing stricter capital oversight on Ant and all the other micro lenders, about 200, this is really seen as leveling the playing field between the banks and those micro lenders who have been grabbing a bigger and bigger market share in doling out loans to China's consumers. China Merchants Bank, the country's biggest credit card issuers, is seen as a particularly big winner ahead.
Does the competitive landscape change, I would imagine, in favor of the big banks, Jonas?
Well, I think the key question here is if they will rise up to some of the criticism that Jack Ma leveled against the banks, that is that their models weren't equipped to lend to a lot of consumers. And he argues that Ant was filling a valuable niche to millions of Chinese through its online lending business and is better at analyzing risks through its massive trove of data on spending patterns. So it'll be interesting to see if the big banks step up to the plate here. Otherwise, the next big loser could be the Chinese consumer. It's also, I think, important to note that about 100 banks were using Ant to lend. So it's very unclear how these lenders would make up for lost volume should Ant's platform be severely hamstrung.